Hello and welcome to this demo video from Client Engager. In this video I'm going to take you through a demonstration of the Client Engager product as it is today. I'm recording this video at the start of May 2023, and because we're constantly changing product, some of the things you see today may not look the same when you come to take the trial out for our product, but we'll try and keep this video as up to date as possible. Hello and welcome to the demo of Client Engager. As I said in the introduction, I'm going to take you through all the key areas of Client Engager today. Everything you see is live in the product, so I'm not selling you any dreams, I'm just showing you exactly what functionality is available in Client Engager right now. So let's jump into Client Engager and have a look. Okay, here we are in our Client Engager. This is what we call our home screen. Our home screen has been built to give you a GDPR safe zone. So if a team member or a client walks into your office and walks up to your desk, you don't need to turn your screen off or anything. You can just go to the home screen and you know you're not going to disclose any information you shouldn't. Just your company's core values. The next tab along is our dashboard. The dashboard's recently been reinvented, so it's a cleaner, easier dashboard to use, and it shows you exactly what you need to see. So it only brings your attention to things that are important, like overdue tasks, tasks that are coming up soon. In the amber is tasks due very soon. You can see on the right hand side we've got countdown clocks that show you different countdowns. You can set as many or as few of these with whatever dates and countdowns you want. Underneath our countdown clock we've got our notes section, so you can leave as many notes for yourself as you want, and you can use emojis as you can see here. All of these widgets are interactive, so you can click, go into the drill down, and it shows you exactly what makes up those numbers. We'll come back into deadlines shortly. You can drag and drop your widgets into whatever order suits you, and you can also go to the cog and hide any widgets that you don't want to see. So you're constantly tailoring your dashboard to suit you with the information that you need to see. Another feature we've got at the bottom is the ability to create and update metrics manually. So this could be how many tax returns you've got left, how many clients you've got to bill, whatever your turnover target is, or whatever it is you want to track. You can create a metric for it and manually update it to keep track of it, so you and the team can see everything you want to see. The next section of Client Engager is the Client tab. The clue is in the name of Client Engager. In here you can keep track of all your clients, and you can access each client's records. So on the client dashboard you can turn on whatever columns you need to see the information for, and you can filter so you can reduce the information down to what you're looking for or what you want to kind of report on basically. When we click to go into a client, you'll be able to see various sections. So along the left hand side is a menu bar, along the top is a menu. Along the top is the setting up of the client and updating of that client's information. So we can relate clients to as many individuals or contacts as we want. We are not limited to one or two. You can relate it to as many businesses as you want, so you can see the network of businesses and individuals associated to this client. You can come through and do your pricing and services here, so you'll turn on the services and answer the questions that you're going to create yourself in setting up the Client Engager instance, and that will help you determine your pricing. We're not here to tell you how to price your clients, we're just here to give you a tool to enable you to price your clients how you want to. We then go through and we can set all the client details for services here, the frequencies, etc., and also who's going to do what phases. We have the ability for you to carry out a manual AML check by just doing this yourself, and you can create as many questions on here if you want to create a risk assessment as well, so you can build out a manual risk assessment. On external systems, this is where we link to various softwares. We currently link to QuickBooks for accounting software, Xero is on its way, and we link to Zama for AML checks. You then go through terms, which is where you set who the director and manager of this client is, and then various terms. And then you get a summary, which is the page you're going to land on every time you click into this client. In the summary, it breaks down the fees, the annual fees that this client's worth to you, and how frequently we would bill them for what. You can review the services, who's doing what, and what progress is made on each service. And you can also see a list of all the people associated to this business. Tax references is where we store all UTR numbers, etc. Zama AML is our link to Zama, the AML tool. This is a really powerful tool. So there's a dedicated video on our YouTube channel showing you exactly how this all works, but as an overview, we bring in an overview of each bit of information so you can see in Client Engager whether the client's had a risk assessment and what risk level it's come out as, whether they've completed onboarding ID checks, and whether they've completed AML checks. You can also start these processes from here as well. We've got the ability to create disengagement and engagement letters with a quick click of a button. You'll be able to use your templates in the settings to create your own templates for letters of engagement so they will look and feel how you want them to do. We can create professional clearance letters and send those electronically to the previous accountant by populating their information here. You can see an individual client's deadlines by clicking on the Deadlines tab in their record. If you're linked to QuickBooks and Zoom Xero, you'll be able to pull through all the client's invoices that you've sent them, and you can see where this client is up to with credit control of your own business. We link to Cresco, so you can send payment requests through Cresco via us, which is a fee-free service. We link to Armalytics to pull in bank statements from the client. This is a chargeable service via Armalytics, but we make things a lot quicker and easier by integrating directly into them for you. Every client has its own folders and files, and you can set your folder structure up in the settings. We've got an e-signing tool, so all clients that are listed for any signatures will be in here for you. We've got a message log that shows all the messages that you have sent via Client Engager to your client, an ability to track as many memos as you want, and each memo's got an audit log so you can see who's edited which memo and with what information. We also have the ability per client to tailor a checklist, which is part of our workflow tool. The workflow is really deep and important, so we've created a separate video called Deep Dive into workflows, and that video will take you through exactly how Client Engager does workflows. Our latest feature that's been added recently is the ability to link your Microsoft Office 365 to Client Engager and manage all your emails in product. The benefit of doing this is A, you're living in one place, but B, you can create tasks for each email. As you can see here, there's one task already created. You can click to see the task. You can go and view that in the deadline section. You can click on that task. You can carry the work out on this task. And you can see that there's this linked to email. You can click on that and it will take you to the email, and you can respond to the email from here if you want to. So we've got a nice circular route for email management, task creation and completion through emails. As well as a personal inbox, so johan@engager.app, I could have added a shared inbox like contact@engager.app. And that allows the whole team to see a shared box and be able to work on the incoming emails and outgoing emails together. The next section of Client Engager is deadlines. This is where we can see all our workflow. We have two views. One is a list view in date order. Anything in red is overdue. Anything in amber is due very soon. Anything in yellow, orangey colour, that's due soon. If it's in green, it's not coming up too soon. The more powerful view here though is the fact that we have Kanban. The reason this is a more powerful view is because we've got more filters and abilities to view data. So for example, at the moment I'm viewing all data for all staff members over the next 4 days. I'm going to go to 400 days so I've got plenty of data to look at. And we're viewing this in due periods. So overdue, due today, due this week, next week, 2 weeks time, more than 2 weeks time. We can change this view by going to View Department, View by Staff Member, View by week, etc. So we've got plenty of visibility here. We can also now tailor these cards, which is what we call these, to only view the information you want to have on it. So it can be nice and easy, and you can just view the important information that you want to see to be able to do this, to review the workload in your practice. When you click on a card, the pop-up comes along. You can complete phases here. You can put notes here, which will automatically save. You can set an internal deadline, which may be different to an external, the statutory deadline. And when you set an internal deadline, the deadlines board will look at the earliest date out of the two. You can raise an invoice from here, and you've also got a full audit trail of who's been doing what on this task. One of the things we saw in the client view is the ability to view that client's invoices. If you've linked to QuickBooks or Zoom Xero, you'll be able to pull through all invoices and view them all here, so you can see who's paid which of your invoices and who hasn't. In our settings tab, we've got all of our key settings. This is where you'll go to set up your templates. It's where you go to set up your users, create services, create custom fields, create settings for your communication, the portal, which is really powerful, And if you want to see more about the client portal and what the client sees, there's a video on our YouTube channel for that. This is also where you create all your links to different settings. So we've already covered Armolytics, Cresco. Companies House, we have a direct link with them. So we can pull in all information for a limited company straight into our product, so you don't need to populate it manually. You can also pull in all the directors' details. And we also push data back to Companies House to sense check it. So if anything changes at Companies House overnight, you'll get a notification the next morning to say something's changed. Would you like to recalibrate and update all your data? We're soon going to be linking to HMRC to be able to request agent authorizations via 648 registration. We can now link to Microsoft 365 for our emails. We already linked to QuickBooks, and soon we'll be linking to Xero, so we're pulling through your own books. And the ability also here is for that, if you update a client's details in Client Engager, those details will automatically sync and update in QuickBooks and soon Xero, and vice versa. We also linked to Zama for our AML best practice. If you ever get stuck on anything in Client Engager, we've got our help section. In here you've got a document library of all the templates we've already populated into Client Engager for you. So if you need to get the templates and edit them from here, you can, and then copy them into your templates. You can submit feature requests via this form here, and we're creating a knowledge base for you to be able to use soon. There's loads and loads of videos on YouTube on how to use Client Engager and how to set it up from the beginning. And of course, you can also reach out to us via our contact email address. So that's a very quick overview of Client Engager and all the key areas within it. If you'd like a more detailed demonstration of Client Engager for you and your firm and to answer all your questions, by all means go to our website and book in for a demo using the diaries available on the website. If you've got questions and you just want to join the community and ask those questions, we've got a community on Facebook under Practice Management Excellence. So if you search for that group and request to join, we'll let you in and you can start asking any questions you want about Client Engager. There's loads of users in there sharing their experiences and answering questions as they go. I look forward to being able to do a detailed demonstration with you of Client Engager in the near future. Thank you very much.